We turn to chips specifically this morning. The SMH is on pace for its worst month since December of 22. Some pain for Nvidia in particular, coming off the fifth negative week in 6 and bound for its third month of losses in 4. Joining us this morning, Wedbush Securities analyst Matt Bryson's with us. Matt, it's good to talk to you again. Thanks for joining.
Thank you so much for having me.
You've been on the road in Asia. Generally, you're still pretty confident in the Nvidia forecast, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in January, there were some concerns. Blackwell did not ramp initially as expected, but it really feels like their new chips are getting to where they need to be. And if anything, we're seeing a bit more demand from China in particular around DeepSeek.
Can you talk? I mean, a lot of this is addressing what's happening with customers, but like, for example, the concerns around Microsoft spend and what kind of shifts are happening in there. How are you explaining those kinds of things to clients?
Yeah, with Microsoft, so the difficult piece with Microsoft is a lot of what they've been spending on is for OpenAI. And so what we've seen over the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe a little bit longer since Stargate was announced, was some of OpenAI's needs maybe getting met by Oracle, maybe getting met by SoftBank. So with Microsoft in particular, I think you have to think about the fact that they're both spending for themselves and they're spending for OpenAI, and there may be a little bit more of OpenAI's needs coming from other places than would have been expected 2-3 months ago.
Matt, I'm wondering how closely you were watching even CoreWeave, just as a follow-through and the sort of first real pure play that we're seeing in that particular area of AI. What your thoughts were about the fact that it closed right at 40, right where it opened, and that in itself was an underwhelming price.
Yeah, I think the difficult piece with CoreWeave is to understand exactly how much of where it's closing is market sentiment versus what changed with CoreWeave's fundamentals since they first decided, or they first priced the stock. So I think in this environment, what CoreWeave certainly shows us is that investor sentiment has shifted a bit, as you've seen with Nvidia, Marvell, Broadcom. But I don't know that CoreWeave's kind of less than expected valuation tells you much about fundamentals rather than sentiment.
And when you're thinking about fundamentals generally in the chip space, I mean, has much changed since we learned what we learned about DeepSeek, knowing that, of course, we don't know exactly what those details are or how true they could have been. But fundamentally, we're still going to have a big need for these very important chips in the future.
Yeah, definitely. And I think with DeepSeek, the thing to remember is the one place where I've seen demand change over the last few months is in China, where you've had articles coming out last week saying China cannot source enough H20 parts to support its server builds, and those server builds are supporting DeepSeek instances. So I don't think DeepSeek has changed things. I think if anything has changed, it's simply lack of understanding around where U.S. policy is going and how exactly U.S. policy might impact spend moving forward. I personally think AI is less impacted, but I think that with concerns around what's hardware gonna cost, I think that's what's weighing on at least the semiconductor names.
Matt, appreciate it. I know we got some Intel news coming later on today and tomorrow. We'll maybe touch base again. Matt Bryson, thank you very much.
Thanks.